Hello, guys. Welcome back. Thank you guys so much for attending yet another session with me, Chase. So, today I'm actually coming back to the channel again to offer the first floor renovations and the kitchen, and then we'll also be getting into the first floor common area stuff. Well, the first living level, which is actually technically the second level. But as you may recall in the previous episodes, we did sort of like a split level design, just to kind of really bring that really higher end, easier to accomplish feel to the house. A lot of it's not necessarily that expensive to do in real life, so I thought maybe this would be another neat way to kind of feature like opportunities that folks have to design their own sim houses, but then also to kind of look around for things that might be in their neighborhood. I'm actually styling this off of the Glimmerbrook subdivision project idea that I have. And basically, what it is we're going in and we're renovating houses between all the lots of Glimmerbrook so that when we're done, then we kind of have an American style subdivision here in The Sims for people to kind of pick through. And basically, it's going to be like a catalog sort of thing, or like if you were to look at a pamphlet or order them from a catalog or that sort of thing, it's going to be where they have their room numbers, like the number of bedrooms that they would have, would be indicated with like a model number. And then we've kind of given it a name too. So, like, this one's the big house, and it'll be subdivision house, 5A or whatever we end up coming up with. Which I'm thinking right now it's probably going to be at least a five bathroom, and I tend to try and make the counts match. So today we're going to kind of go through some of the kitchen, get that laid out a little bit. Since this is going to be a bigger kitchen, I thought that would be more important to really focus and give it a good bit of time. So in the last episode, we actually went through and updated our exterior and then put in like the pool. We put in this fun little like corded off area for adults that has this really fun piece from the new Eco Life pack. And then we have this exterior little sitting arrangement with grill, and then we have more seating over here where you can just kind of like really enjoy the surroundings that you're around in the house. So we've dropped in a lot more trees just to give it more of a feel. Right now it is fall, so you kind of have to take that into account, but this is kind of what we kind of designed in the last episode. Then I always wanted to have this in real life, and I'm hoping to build one next year in real life. So this is actually kind of like a homage to that. So I have like a little living room area set up with this like outdoor looking fireplace, which I think would be fun to like grill pizza on, or just kind of different foods that you wouldn't necessarily think about grilling. And then we're back around to the front. So far we've got on the inside our laundry room, like a little workout area here for the fitness facility right off of the pool. And then we have our little like massage place here. So you can either enjoy your steam or a steam massage or anything in the mix there. And then we also have this stuff up here done for the second level. So you've just got this really fun like seating arrangement here to entertain people off your front porch, because that's a big deal here in America, is like what they call porching. So you just kind of want to make sure you have plenty of space, but you don't want to make it too comfortable or they'll never leave. So then what I did, and this could be customized kind of the way that people want to make it for their Sims and what they kind of ideally like, but what I did was build this sort of, let's see here if I can actually, this is kind of overkill. We don't need this. Oh, well, fiddlesticks. We do need it, but I don't want it to be that. I want it to be like invisible. So let's see if I can make that disappear. See here, move object, bb.move objects on wall. And then let's see if maybe I can just kind of like try and maybe, because maybe if I like delete this part and then try and delete that, maybe it'll work. Let's try that, because I really want this to be okay, cool. That's what I wanted. See, so now you can really get sort of the design of the house just by looking up and through the windows. So we have this really fun area here. And then what I kind of wish is that they didn't auto-create this railing. Like if you paired them up together, I wish that I could get rid of this bit here. But as far as I know, that's not like a thing yet that we could do, but I would really be able to modify our railings. Yes. Yes, please. And then I need to get some more like railings here for this level, but I wanted to wait until we got that more designed. But in the last episode, we did go through and, you know, truncate these walls down to where you can really just start seeing the design and the flow of the common areas. And then also, you know, you kind of have your workout space here that you're going to see, but this could be customized. You could make this your kitchen or your dining room instead and kind of flip the two and then take this out, because it's kind of like just several boxes that you can really customize to your own, which is kind of what I go for, is not only what I would use this for or what other people might use this for, other Sims, but kind of how, you know, to make it inclusive so that you can kind of make it your own too, and not, you know, kind of shoehorn you into certain situations of making weird design choices, because that's kind of what you have to do to get the deal done. So right now I'm just looking around real fast at the last bits, and then up here, of course, we have our little bonus area here, which I was thinking of putting more like fun things to do, and maybe like another like movie theater area that's more movie theater-esque and not such of this sort of like basic thing, which I'm seeing here. There's an error, obviously, in how that's there. So let's move this, obviously. Yeah, there we go. Much, much better. Yay. So what I'm thinking too, looks like these are coming out of the wall somehow. So let's see here. Or they're like more in the wall than out of the wall or something. So I'm just gonna fix this maybe a little bit. I thought this would be a fun little detail and sort of like to throw back to the yard and kind of what we've done to that. So looks like we still have some weirdness. So I may end up popping these out more. It's tedious, but it really does help, like with your final project. When these little bit of details like come together, you'll see when I get done, but I think you'll really appreciate like how it comes out. But we just have to get these like by the smidge of smidges out of here. Cool. Okay. See, so yeah, now we're not having weird like graphical malfunctioning issues, and we still have enough space to get around for each of these activities in that space. So now I want to come up and probably do, I'm looking at this, I feel like we'll end up adding some flowers here as time goes on. But I may go ahead and just kind of like spruce that little bit up too, because I see I don't have anything here. I kind of just want to fill this with like a lot of like plants. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of who these homeowners will be, you know, is like the people that really want that garden style life. So I think that that's good, because then it doesn't like get munched up into this side there. Cool. So now we have that, and I mean, anything else is going to kind of cover that. So I almost don't even want these there. I'd like put them over here. Yeah. and then put one, yeah. So then it's like kind of going around the tree. And then thinking something shorter that's not so imposing. Forest flowers. No, too big, too many, too many. What is this? Okay, could maybe go with this. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's just something cute and really tight. That's what I was hoping for right there. So then up here, I want to get some lights on the wall real fast before we go inside, because it's just kind of glaring to me that it's really, really empty. Ugh, can't even do it. It's like, hi, no one's home, but then again, you would never know because nothing's there to leave on. Gotta leave your light on. Let's see here. So what kind of options do we have? Ew. See, I really like these. I'm like such a fool for these. It's like metal ones. And since we already have this metal door, I think it's just a natural fit. Now the thing is though, is I kind of want to make this like go up one size. Just because it's to scale more, I think, now with that. So now we have that done. So in here, I really like this plant, so I threw it in here for now. I'm thinking I'm gonna stick it over here by the front door, just for now-ish, at least. So, oh, and I'm seeing there's no window here. So, I don't know if that's too much. I think that might be too much. Yeah, I think I did that on purpose just because it's like too much, like way too much. So now I will go through and kind of pick where the kitchen's gonna go. So I thought right off that it would be really fun to be able to build it sort of around this area, because there's already like plenty of block out. And what I mean by block out is there's like a couple areas here that we could squeeze in appliances and like that sort of thing, so that you're not really like filling out too much. And I almost feel like, yeah, these windows need to come up a tad anyway. Okay, and then this was like a bathroom or something before, so it's not even like anything yet. So I'm tired of looking at that ugly tile, because that's definitely not the vibe. So I'm thinking some good paint. Definitely some good paint. Good paint can go a long way anywhere, for sure. But the question is now, what is the good paint? So since this is so lofty, I'm trying to decide if I want to go navy. Yeah, kind of make this something special to kind of look at a little bit. So now it's like navy, and then we don't have any lighting up here yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop in our lighting. So I want to put in like big chandeliers, big old chandeliers. So then when you look in, you can see them. And then when you look like out, you can see them. And then they provide like even more light below. And then it's like a win-win. See, so look, now you have that. And I like doing the layered look. So then it's got those kind of like, you know, spread out and not all together. So when you look in, it's like different sort of illusion. So there's that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and fill out. See, so our house is still only 198,497 simoleons. So we're still doing pretty good, like expense-wise, because I imagine this house in real life would cost about 400,000 US dollars to build. Maybe 300,000 US dollars, just depending on like the level of detail. But with this sort of detail, I mean, you'd be looking at, you know, $400,000 easy. So I feel like as long as I can keep the rest of the finishes down and the expenses on that, like it should be fine. But again, this is something you could buy and kind of make your own too, or rather download from the gallery, but you can have your Sims buy and then kind of go with it as they choose. Because I mean, there's just a lot of ways to like downgrade the materials a little bit and that sort of stuff if you needed a more affordable floor plan. And then, of course, I'm chunking out a lot of rooms that could be, open floor concept too. So it just kind of depends on what you want, I keep saying, but I just look at this and I'm just thinking, wow, so much like open space. So I feel like the easiest way to just kind of add continuity and start getting your ideas going is just make it one whole floor covering, and then you can kind of start seeing the size of the space and the amount that you really have to work with. And I think we're gonna go with some wood. Not that wood though. I wanted to go with a lighter wood. Maybe we'll go with this one, but do this. Yeah, I like that. Because then it plays to the vibe of the house on the outside and stuff too, I feel like. Because it's almost like a big beach house in a way. But it's providing you that feel, because it would be in like the Midwest or somewhere that literally has no access to a beach, and you would see like the beach kind of style. I feel like that's a more popular design like outside of the beach areas than actual beach design, because beach design generally isn't like hurricane really resistant or ready and that sort of stuff. So now they're becoming like, concrete compounds and that sort of stuff. So they've unfortunately had to let go of some Mediterranean style character and the terracotta and all that stuff because it just doesn't last. So that's where, fortunately, you can kind of see those sort of ideas emulated with design that you find like in the Midwest and in areas that are more hardy with their exposure to the weather and that sort of stuff. So I'm looking for we're going to go up or down rather. I'm going to get our same fencing stuff here so we can do our railings and our like banisters and stuff up on the second floor. So this will help us like start really visualizing our layout more. Okay, so I've got that in. Alrighty, so then the next step, I'm gonna go ahead and get some countertops in. I know we don't have a lot of lighting in this room right now, and we are in the afternoon, so I'm gonna see if, I think that's only, yeah. So the afternoon for now, but we will put in a lot of lights and that sort of thing once I kind of figure out where counters are, because I do like to do a lot of pendant lighting and that sort of thing over the countertops. And yeah, this is the area that's really just called, to me, it's the kitchen. So we're going to do this. Plus you can look out the side and all that kind of stuff and have quick access to both the staircases in case you're coming up or down to cook. Because I do try and make as like efficient as possible floor plans, not only to make sense if you were to build it in real life with plumbing and that sort of stuff, but just generally because you also want to make sure that it's got a good flow for like travel efficiency, so your Sims don't get lost or confused on where they're going or what they were doing or forgetting what they even went to go find when they went to look for something. Like at my house, I always forget I'm going to go look for batteries or something like that. Once I get to where the batteries are, I'm like, now what was I there for? So I'm kind of play off of that. Definitely. So let me see. Configuration. Surfaces. Yes. Okay. So now we kind of have to decide what kitchen direction we're going to go. I'm thinking probably something soft, since we already have like a lot of soft colors here. I wish there was some like good quartz options, that kind of thing, because like that all looks like Formica to me. Like it looks like, I don't know, cheap junky tile, like not even tile, but cheap junky themed like covers and stuff that you wouldn't really find in a lot of options in the real world. Like I do like the butcher block stuff, but we don't have enough selection for me to really say like, ooh, I'm going with that. And this vintage counter does have like marble, but it's like, okay. Okay, so we'll just pop in a ton of these to like here. So then we can get in our stove and fridge. So then let's see here, appliances. Ooh, see, I usually go like all in on the appliances though, because I just feel like you get what you're paying for. So we will have spiffy appliances. Oh yeah. Super Mondo Spiffy. Super importante to definitely have really good like appliances if you can. It's in the budget. Do it. Okay, so now I'm gonna just turn that on so I can get around the corner here because I'm thinking we want to bring this like almost to the edge of the staircase. So now we have like 2 blocks to the staircase, and then I always seem to forget trash can, so and then I end up having to like go back and like put it on when I'm looking it over for the last time before I put it on the gallery, and then I'm like, oh, I'm missing a sink, or oh, I'm missing a trash can. So sometimes, I just kind of get excited about like, finishing a design that then I'm like, oh, what was I doing? So, and this one here, I like that design too. I think it's just different and fun because we have that over there and then this one. So there's like 2, but this one's bigger because that has like this wide thing there. And I thought just doing white and then the red, like I thought would just be kind of like funky and a little different. It's like that reddish brown. And now that we're getting like paint on the walls and stuff, it's like more noticeable how much different it is. So, and that was like all just like a bathroom and bedroom and junk over there. Because like originally the house, like they had that, but they didn't have any of this over here, I don't think. And then this was like one of the only remaining features that I totally kept because like the entrance opened in from down here instead of up here. And we pretty much had to tear everything else out around the whole yard to kind of, get through the construction phase. And so then we, came in last episode and got that done and put back together. It's always exciting when you start seeing this stuff come back together from what it was. So then I thought maybe I'm going to play here for a second and see if maybe we can find some uppers that aren't crazy. Because I have a feeling it might be where we can find like some neat uppers. Let's see here, uppers. And then here I went with not that. Not that. So, what's this base cabinet called? Tall Order Vintage Counter. I'm looking to see. It almost is like this, I guess. Yeah, it is that. Okay. So I'm gonna put this in, but then I'm gonna go like down a bunch to like here and just see what it looks like from the outside when we do this. Because if it works, I'm gonna do that, but I don't know if that'll look crazy. I mean, it's kind of okay, but it does like eliminate a lot of light. Hmm. It actually doesn't bug me too much because then it's like it's sort of like a character line, but I don't know if a different color might look better. No, I think white would be fine. Okay, cool. So we have that. And then I wanted to do like the big cabinet. So we're gonna get the big old cabinet out for this one. Because I like when I can use this one for something. I think that's neat. And I like being able to use some of these other pieces too. Like this one. You always want to leave plenty of space around your fridge because in case you get a different one, it might not fit. I goofed when I planned my kitchen and that kind of happened to me. So just be careful. And kind of think about that in your design. Is how you're actually going to use it and then like what might happen kind of later on. Are you going to get new appliances? Is that the right size? That sort of thing. We were told not to design around our appliances, and now I kind of shoot myself in the foot for that. These are all fun, but we don't have any corners like that to come around with cabinets. And I didn't really want to go beyond that because I feel like then you're kind of shoving the windows up a lot. But given that the other windows are kind of like higher, because this window's like off and then there. Now it's like together. But then I'm wondering if maybe I ought to move just these up a hair. So that they're not No, I think that they're better like this. And that I just won't put anything from there on over. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Because otherwise it's just a weird design. So, okay. Cool. I think that's fine. And then what I was going to do then is go ahead and just get our kitchen sink. And then I usually try and go with something that looks kitchen-y enough. So let's see here. I thought maybe if you're going to do that and then see what else cabinets we have. Because if we have like a finishing cabinet at the end, like something that rounds off. Yeah. See, so I like that. And then it just makes it look more finished off. Then I'm going to just stick this over here, I think, at this point now. Yeah. And then I want to go ahead and put in countertops, or counters rather. So we're going to use the vintage, this piece first, come here and do that. And then probably here and here, here, and then there, and then fill the rest of it in. I think that would be a really good sized island. So then we'll go ahead and pop these in, and then pop in that. And then what I wanted to do was then put in a bar. Now for which bar, I do not know. I was thinking I had some three size bars, but they might all be like the 4. I guess not. We'll just put that in somewhere else. Aside. Like probably over here. And then put this one in. And decide if I want this one or not. Because I feel like that would just be a really neat stately piece, like right there in front of the fireplace. It's like, bam. Cool. Yeah. And then from there, I was going to go ahead and put it in my bar stool. So this is where we can kind of pull some of the colors maybe from up here and go with like something bold, fresh. Because we kind of all end up using the same ones over and over. Like those, nah, not this. See if it's, like I like this to an extent, but I just feel like it doesn't work in here. Like if it was more white, instead of like, you know, various colors, and we had maybe like, I end up going with these most of the time because they're just plain. And that wood clashes. That's too plain. Oh yeah, I forgot we had these. So let's just go with gold. Because that's kind of like different there. Okay. So then I'm gonna just pop in this one, and that one. So I feel like it's gonna be too busy and too much if they're like everywhere. Then I'm gonna just pop in one more of these in the center. Then shift this one to there. And then I'll show you why in a second, but I'm gonna put in the rest of our appliances. So again, I always go with like the best solution, so that I possibly can in the space. So I think that that's gonna work for that. And then I always like to set out like one of these trays. And then the popcorn maker, gotta have it. So we got the popcorn maker. And then the ice cream maker, which we're gonna put over here in the corner. Okay. I suppose that works. It looks weird, like not being further back. But that's not possible. Huh. Weird. Okay, well, I'll leave it there. Because I feel like that's too much on the island at that point, after like, anything more than that. This thing's funny, but I almost never use it like at home, like in any of the homes that I've ever done. But we do need a dishwasher. I could go with, oh, there isn't a dishwasher for the previous pack. Like that goes with the other appliances, I don't think. No. See, like all of these have round bars. But I feel like that's closer. But then it's like super industrial looking. And this one's pretty white too. Okay, there we go. And then I think I'm actually gonna move this to over here, this to over here, this to there. But then it's kind of like the triangle's like pretty good. And I wish this coffee maker and stuff could go back against the stove more. Okay, so then we have that, and then I wanted to move that there. Okay, cool. So we've got microwave, sink, dishwasher, stove. So this needs to all come over one more. Cool. Then I'm gonna go, I only tend to do like a little clutter in the kitchen because your Sims end up leaving out lots of clutter anyway, and then that you actually have to clean up or have cleaned up, and then you also have to have somewhere to prepare stuff, and then if you're having multiple Sims prepare things, then it's like you run out of space real fast. So because they won't like move anything clutter wise unless it's like something they know is clutter or like what it does. So I thought maybe go with, oh, I see, those are just, I thought they were recipe cards or something. So here's just my mobs and stick back here. Then we can do jars. Oh, everyone has these, but like, what is this? This pasta and this oil from like 40 years ago. Wow. Or what is this? Pickled peppercorns in here for? It's like, ew. No. Little soap. Sign of the times. Sign of the times. Okay, cool. So now we have that. And now I want to go ahead and get in my lighting. Then we can pick our wall color. And this kitchen will be about done. So stoked. Let's see here. Lighting. Okay, so I'm thinking this might be fun for this house. And that gold. Cool. So there's the kitchen island. Then I want to make the same, but like do them up a little and put them sort of in the middle of each of these. Then we're gonna have like some that are tucked up more. And then I want to recolor them. And gold. Cool. Alrighty. So there's that bit, and then over here. So now I want to go ahead and paint. Actually, let's keep on going on with some of the rest of the finishings up here because I want to make sure that we have like a good dining area and that sort of stuff. So let's do that real fast. Dining room is one of the few like areas that I actually will like click the little room icon and do it this way because it doesn't default off to like other things that don't apply or that aren't what I'm, looking for, whatever. So I thought maybe we could do something not like this, but something that we could like put together to make a really big table. This one's kind of basic. Something less basic, but also not like weird. Okay, this one I like because it has some like design to it. Okay, cool. So then I'm just gonna like smush them together. All right. Cool. So now we have like a dual table there, and then I'm gonna bring over some lighting. Let's look at these. Maybe. But they're kind of like too plain for what I was looking for. Oh yes, that's cool. Pay back. We'll pay a homage to the original Glimmerbrook site and do that, and then maybe move it. Yeah, like that. Cool. And then I wanted to just do a bunch of comfy dining chairs. Who cares? Make them all captain chairs. Oops. And then that, and then this one. Cool. So now you have this really nice cozy table here, and then put like some plant or something on top, or a spray of some kind. Yeah, okay. So there's that. And then maybe we could do, because the only reason why it's not centered on that is because we do have like an outdoor thing, but I almost feel like I could just bring this over. Oops. Bring this over a tad. Like here and then here. So it's not directly on the wall, and there's like some good separation between like all the areas. And still get plenty of space to like go outside from anywhere. So then let's do, since this is like your entryway area, I want to do a couple couches. I thought we could keep going with the bougie sort of like gold features. Ooh, this one's up too high. I mean, too low, rather. There we go. Okay, cool. So now I want to do these. I just want to move that one over one, but then I can't. Because now when you're on the inside, it's like a little different, but it's okay. So, because I would rather be able to have this as maybe a love seat than if I move the couch to over here. Yeah, see, I like that better. And then doing like, maybe making it like this instead. Yeah, I like that better because this is like the way that your room's going. So now you have more like space in between. And you're creating this like nice little cozy space for decorations. There might even be room for this. Yeah, but not that one. Interesting. Because I kind of like that. And you barely don't, yeah, you don't even see it from the other side. So if we can recolor this, yeah. See, so now it's kind of gray and it just kind of blends in with the trim a little bit more. Because there's that brick one, but I think the brick one might be too tall. Yeah, it's too tall. And then this one is okay. But I just feel like it's not really the vibe. There we go. What does it look like? Yeah, I mean, maybe yellow will be okay in here, given all the other like bright color we have. Okay, so now I want to pick out a couple rugs. We're gonna grab rug. I was already thinking about like something bold and punchy. Maybe not that bold and punchy, but fairly bold and punchy. So not that one, but let's see here. This one's pretty bold. Yep. So I just shrunk that down, and I think it looks pretty good for that space. And then this one we have like more of a bigger area to go with. But I was thinking if we, just to kind of draw attention to the fact that these and that's going on. So maybe, yeah, see, I prefer when they just are like flush, as flush as possible. Okay, and then what was this again? Ooh, see there, that's some good color. I like that. Okay, so now we can, then I want to get in a pretty piano maybe. This just feels like one of those cool spaces that you'd have a piano of some kind, like right over here. So you walk in and you're just like, wow, that's neat. Good for you. You can play the piano. Or I think it's a little much to have it like right at the front door, but something like that. Or do I want, that's just too close to the front door, I think. Because you're like gonna come right in and like play the piano, really? I think for now, I may just end up popping it back over here. Now that I'm seeing this like little bit of space by the dining room. Yeah, I think that's fun. How can they get, yeah. So if I put it here, then they can still get around everything, okay. So that's good. So I'm gonna go with this, and then maybe pull one more of these out too. So that's just like kind of symmetrical, maybe. Ooh, actually I can make them like this over top of the stairwells. That would be fun, I think. And then you have that bar. So I was thinking again, we could just pull some more of these for the bar. So I like my areas really bright, like especially my common areas. I like them really bright. So let's, yeah. So let's go with, yeah. And then again, I'm kind of doing the staggered thing, so we'll have that here. And here. I was thinking of just kind of putting in one long one, maybe two, looking to see what that looks like. If it's too much, too much. Okay. So when I look at this, I almost feel like I don't think it's too bad. Okay. So then over here, I want to do another one, but something different, maybe. Like that's too. This I would like here, I think. But then it's like, doesn't quite go. So maybe what I could do, because these are a little like much, and I wanted it to be a little more toned down, like it wouldn't be super opulent necessarily. So with our like design of the style of the house, so I feel like you'd really only have like one really cool chandelier like that, and then the rest would just be like basic, like just a little bit above basic lighting. So let's see here. Can I repot this into something different? I can. I like that better. Okay, so then I'm gonna go ahead and just make it symmetrical and do another one of those over here. And then get another rug for coming in this house. Kind of like the same rug, honestly, but it's not wide enough. So now I need like slightly different. Ooh, what is it? How wide is this one? See, I almost like want to just do that here, but then it's like, yellow. Wanting that yellow theme again. Yeah. So now we are ready to go ahead and paint this room. Now that we have our lighting balance and all that. So I was thinking just something real clean and pretty, real light, soft blue. Easy peasy. Okay, then I want to put in the alarm. So let's see here. Smoke alarm. Last build, I forgot to do this too. You have to make sure to put your thermostat, your smoke alarm, and all that hot mess somewhere, because otherwise, if it's not anywhere, then you're going to be in trouble. Because something will happen. And like right now, like the guys, they like set their house on fire in the last episode, like right after I went off camera. And like it was so annoying because they ended up both dying accidentally because they didn't have a means to put out the fire because they like lit the grill, and then like they're like don't have any grilling skills, so they literally just like burnt down the whole porch, and like everything that was out there got burnt to a crisp. And then finally the Grim Reaper could get through, and then the game ended, of course. So I'm like, okay, good. So we just need to make sure that that's a-okay next time. So I thought maybe I could just go ahead and do this like it would be in real life, and just kind of have this like over here, and then maybe put up like a good mirror, or a not a mirror, but some decorations. These are cheesy. I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's a topography map. This is cute, but it's like reminds me of something a kid would have in their room. So this one I do like though. Reminds me of those like coffee leaf pictures that you see. And of course, cupcake. This needs to go somewhere, but I just don't know where I would put it. Other than like right here. There might be somewhere downstairs I could put it. Yeah, let's put it here. I'll put it there. Cool. And then this is really good to have, like, definitely by your front door. There, plenty easy for folks to get to. So now I'm wanting to look around for more art. Oh geez. I always get surprised sometimes. I'm like, oh yeah, that one. Ooh. The perfect swell. I like that, because then it's like just making the windows feel more like a piece of art too. Because I really like being able to take it up. Okay, then I wanted to maybe put a side table there. Like right here, probably put in a side table. Uh-huh. Okay. Then we could throw some mail or something on there. Here, decorations, clutter. Here's your little party pack. Holiday cards for display. That's cute. I like that. And then maybe something somebody made for you. Cute. Okay. So now I don't really care to put anything on the fireplace necessarily. Needs to go up here too. Okay. So then a little cornucopia. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big cornucopia. The tray. Can you fit the tray up here? Yeah, but it looks too cluttered. Here, I'll just do that. Then I also would put a sofa table back behind that, but I think it would be too much. I like how open and airy it is right now in this space, and that it's just not that cluttered. And it doesn't need really a bathroom on this level because it is just like the kitchen and little seating area and entry. People could always come in on the first floor if they need to use the restroom, like right now. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so now we have the first floor done. Yes. So stoked, so stoked. Check time. Alrighty. This is exciting. So now all we have left is bedrooms. So we're probably gonna end up getting like 3 bedrooms out of this section and a couple bathrooms, it looks like. And then we're gonna have this extra space up here, which I may end up using as part like theater area, part bedrooms for the kids, that kind of stuff. So, because there's all this section here that could really be like whittled down to make room for bathrooms or a media room, depending on how we want to kind of structure that. And then not having a bunch of, staircases going up and down kind of helps the bedroom situation. So we do have a lot of, bedrooms that are of a larger size. And then they have the ground floor level. But you've got like your maid or butler's rooms or housekeeper's room, where you've got like the in-law suite for grandma too. So like you could host a lot of different sims around here. And then we have like a little area out here that's just like for this kind of stuff. And then I thought maybe getting a couch out here too on edit, or a couple of them. And I wanted to go with a different color than those, I think. So let's find that color. There we go. Now I'm just going to delete this one instead of trying to re-swatch it. Cool. So there's that. And then these, I'm thinking I could trash. Yeah. So I'm going to get rid of these ugly chairs and then just make them match. Maybe. Maybe not. That's strange. It's like not. But maybe it's got to be a lounge chair? Like this kind of chair. Yep. Okay, so is there that kind of chair out here for this? I kind of like the beanbag idea too, though. Like this thing's fun. Yeah, that's fun. I like that. And then we're gonna go with another one back here. Yeah, I feel like that's too forced. So maybe we'll do another easel, not eel, another easel, but make it come kind of this way so then we can get like good views off the porch. Okay, cool. So there's that. And then you could have a subject sitting there if you wanted even. That's always an option. Let's see here. So now surfaces, then we're gonna do, see there was like a bunch more space here that we definitely needed to get decorated too. I really like this piece for this because I think it's just clean and simple. Cool. Neat. Okay, so now we need a nice little rug. Said that a lot this episode, but it's super important you have rugs because it really does definitely define the space and give it some character. Oh, interesting. So when I shrink that, it takes it to that size. This we already did inside, but oh, that's peachy. Like literally. It's just not the right vibe. Sorry about you. What is this mess? Oh my. Oh my. Too much. Too much, too much, too much. Let's see here. Moreover, this one's too big. Oh yeah. And then when you did it, I think it's still too much. Maybe. So I already have this one, but we could always recolor it into something different. That's cool. And this is fun. I like that. So then you could just move it up like that, and it's just different. Neat. And I wonder if I could emulate this and put it on the other side. Like make a good copy of it. Shrink it down. Yeah, I like that. That's fun and just different. So what does it look like? Rotated like that. Yep, I like that better. Cool. Let's try and move this around a little bit more. I want it to more or less be like on here. Cool. Yep, okay. So there's that, and then we have, so that's like our second floor terrace. Balcony thing, I would call it a terrace. Probably a balcony. I think this is a balcony. I feel like that's a terrace. Alrighty. So I don't really have much color down here on that either. So we could probably like toss a rug underneath both of those, like to tie them together. Maybe have something like that and then do that. Yeah. Cool. Because I think that actually pulls the colors of that like floor and level and the exterior house colors. It's like bright and bold and punchy with some modern flair and some really neat like textures and things that you may not see around, and a design and style that's just kind of different too. Oops. Looks like we need to come back and repair this. Cool. Okay. No harm. Alrighty, so it looks like our house is really making it along. It's definitely moving along rather rapidly at this point. We only have 2 more floors to go now. We've got the first and the second floor done. In this house, we won't have a basement because most of the houses are built on slab and wouldn't have a basement. That's a huge expense and something that often isn't done because they're not always easy to insure or insure, I guess. Either way, like either insure it's gonna work out for you or insure with a company and pay a lot of money to make sure that it's like when it's new construction. So that's kind of the catch on that. I wanted to go ahead and put the rest of this railing in here, grab that, and then put it here so we don't forget. And then cool. So now it looks like it's pretty safe. Except this bit here. Yeah. So that bit obviously, and then I guess we could bring that in there and then do that over here just so it's good and clean. Good to go. Sweet. See, so now you can really see that like open sort of style and design, or what I call the concourse feel, concourse vibe. So let me go ahead and look around, see what else we have. It's the remaining pieces of, okay, so this up here. So I want to get this done and have this in for us too. All these tedious little boring things we'll have out of the way. Cool. Alrighty, so with that, I think we are done for today's episode. So now, like I said, we just have 2 more bits of things to plug in our overall plan and design, and that's the second floor and, or I'm sorry, the third floor now, and then the 4th floor. And I am grateful that you guys took your time out of your day to watch me, and I really appreciate you stopping by and watching my channel. And thank you so much for the support and the feedback and the comments and the kindness. I'm just very grateful, and I look forward to doing another episode with you again. Stay proud, go out and do something magical. Thank you guys so much, and have a great day.